Good morning, everyone. So, I went around and cleaned up a little bit, and then I managed to get a friend to make me some DIYs that I wanted. So that's pretty much all that's happened in the previous time. Also, I figured out how exactly I want to do my island. So I'm going to pop up a few photos on the screen so that way you guys can see it. Some of them are from Google, some of them are from a town that's actually near me that I also found on Google. But what I basically want to do is create an island that's like has like a small town kind of downtown vibe, but also is still naturey. So that way I can have like a road going around, and then I can have like little suburb areas for the housing, and then basically just put like nature around it. I think that'd be really fun. Plus, I have a lot of like retro diner related items, so I think that would be fun to like throw in there as well, so that way it all kind of match. And then I also have a bunch of like outdoor seating, stuff like that, grills, whatever. So I thought it would be really fun to do like a small town city nature vibe. I don't know what to call it. But also, I'm going to pop up a map that I threw together online using one of those online makers. I'll put the link in the description to the maker that I used. But I vaguely found out how exactly I want to design the way my island looks. So that way, I know it's not going to end up the exact same, but that way we can basically have a little bit of an example of what to do. So I'm just going to go around and start chopping down some of the trees on this island. And then I'm going to try and get some more money so we can upgrade the house and basically put all the junk that I have in the house finally, hopefully. So yeah, I'm basically just gonna go around and attempt to chop down a bunch of the trees. No, so what I need is the axe and the shovel. And also the net. I'm also gonna grab a slingshot so we can use it. Just in case. So I'm essentially just gonna go chop down a bunch of trees, so BRB. Alright, so I believe I got all the trees on the main island, which is what I was aiming to chop down. Now I am going to place some of the road that I designed myself. It's not the best, but it's something, and it will be used basically as a placeholder for now, so that way I know what areas to just leave alone. For now, I don't know. I may end up changing the way this little design looks, but at least I have the basics like put down already. So I'm basically just gonna go around and attempt to place down all of these around Town Hall here. So I'll be doing this real quick. I'm having a moment. Do I want to place a fence around the edge? We're gonna do a little test. I'm trying to decide if I want to place a fence between the town hall area and then the road that I laid down. I think I have some fencing made. Hopefully it's in my inventory and I won't have to search for it. Oh, I'm gonna have to go searching for it. Okay, BRB. I gotta figure out where the heck I placed it. Wait, I didn't bring any over. Hold on. I should have the DIY. I don't think I brought any over. Oh good, we have brick. I need a bunch of clay. Brick is the one I'd probably use. Alright, so clay. Whoops, wrong one. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna grab a couple of clay, and then we're gonna go make a bunch of fencing. I'm just gonna keep doing this until I run out of clay, basically. Because you can never have enough brick. Okay, you know what? I'm tired of doing that. If we need to make more brick, at least we'll have it on our body. But for now, I'm gonna do a little test. I'm gonna leave this side as is, and then I'm gonna do this side with brick, and then we can figure out how exactly we want to place it. I know down the road we will get the chance to do terraforming, and it will allow to do pathways easier, but to make it easier on myself without having to move as much, I'm basically just, that's why I'm like placing down all the stuff now, and then later on we can basically just go around and replace things if we need to. I know it seems like it will take a little bit of time to do that, but it's just what I feel like doing at the moment. I don't mind spending a little extra time if it's gonna help me not spend as much money trying to move everything around again. I kind of like the fencing. What would be really cool is that, like, whenever we can make the paths on the ground, of putting like a dirt path underneath the fencing, and then this way town hall is a little bit separate from everything else, and we can easily pick up the fencing if we need to. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the fencing. Now I'm just gonna kick up everything. So I'm just gonna kick this up and then continue putting down the fencing and stuff like that. we're gonna take a moment for me to go empty out my inventory, and then I'm gonna have a little lunch break, and then I'm gonna come back and finish doing all this gajillion things of placing down stuff. So I will be back in a bit. Alright, so we are back. I had a tiny garlic bread break. So now I can continue doing all this. But first I'm gonna check my miles. Oh, there's more. Hold on. Have so many miles now, it's awesome. Okay. Time to continue. Yay! So, I got this little road done, and I really like how it looks with the brick. But there is one thing I want to change. I made the inside line that I'm currently walking on slightly thicker, and so you can't even tell on the outside that there is a thin yellow line. So I'm gonna make the outside line slightly thicker, and so that way we can see it a little bit better and it will match the inside line a little bit better. So I'm basically, whenever I change the stuff in the design, it should change on the ground. So we're gonna do a little test, and I'm basically just going to go through and thicken this line a little bit. I think I'm just gonna do it 3 blocks maybe as a test. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, I like the way that looks better. So I'm just gonna go through and do that for the rest of them in the corners and basically any spot that has the yellow. So I really like the way that it is looking. It looks a lot better now. It looks really cool. I like it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna take a sec off screen and pull up my map design. Because I'd really like to just double check and see where I placed everything. Come on, buddy, you can open up. There we go. Okay, so I do have a couple of bridges. I am going to change one little thing about the way that this is set up, because I'm going to pop the map up real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But I do have the Nook's Cranny and the Able Sisters set up to where there is one long road in front of them that spans the entire width of that part of the island. I've kind of decided to change that slightly while I was doing this road, because it does take a little while for me to set everything up. So one thing that I thought would be fun to do is dirt roads some. So what I'd really like to do is, if you're looking at my person on the screen, at the very entrance of the Dodo Airlines, what I'd like to do is do a little dirt road that goes up to the regular road, and then for the couple of houses that I do have on the main island, I'd like to either do dirt road or sidewalks. And then for the Nook's Cranny and then the Able Sisters, instead of doing one long road that spans the width of this part of the island, I can just do either sidewalks or dirt roads leading up to them. Mainly because I already do have Nook's Cranny set up here, and I don't really feel like moving it, because I think it would take maybe one or two moves for me to get it like situated perfectly, and I don't really want to have to do that, because I think it's like 50,000 bells just to move once or something. I don't really remember, it's been a while. So what I'm just gonna do is do like a little dirt road or sidewalk, and then make it look kind of naturey. I was thinking about doing more of a downtown area, but I can kind of do that with the houses. And then I think Animal Crossing may be getting more shops in the future, so at least this way, if I do end up getting more shops, I can easily then situate the shops that are already here into more of a downtown area. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I do need to either make or find a dirt road that I am happy with. Haven't figured that out yet. But what I'm gonna do right now is basically do a placeholder. Let's see, what do I have in my thing? I may make up a small dirt road at the moment, because Nook does have the plots that we can go ahead and put down, and I kind of want to go ahead and do that, or at least set them down for now. So I'm going to pause real quick and attempt to do dirt roads. So I'll see you guys in a bit. So I was going to make my own dirt path, and so I looked around on the internet for inspiration, and then I ended up finding one that I really liked, and I don't feel like having to like recreate it since someone already made it. So whenever I get the Able Sisters shop and I'm able to download the path, then I will do that. But for now, I'm going to just put down a placeholder. I'm just gonna choose a random one. I'm gonna do this plaid outfit because I think that'd be really funny. So I'm gonna kind of do a quick little layout of where I want to put the dirt path, and then so that way I can go ahead and place down the houses and buildings that I want, and then we can just replace the items that we need to whenever we do get the Able Sisters, and like their thing that will let us basically download stuff. So what I'm gonna do now is, none of the fencing that I've made so far is permanent. I'm not quite sure which fencing I would eventually like to use, so for now, for the couple of houses that I want to go ahead and place down, I'm basically just going to use the same brick fencing, and then down the road, whenever we decide what fencing we want to use, then I will basically replace it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put down the 3 plots, plot spaces that we should be getting, and once we talk to Tom Nook. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Alright, now that I have what I think is big enough fencing for one house, I'm gonna go to Tom Nook and go ahead and get the plots that we need just to see if it actually fits. Hold on, there's a cat in front of my TV. Excuse me, cat. There we go. Okay, what should I do? Oh, we have to do a bridge. Okay. I gotta find a spot to do a bridge then. Okay, bridge construction kit. Let's see what we have to have. Log stakes. Do I have the DIY for that? Yep. Okay, we need wood, clay, and stone. Okay, I think I have that. No, where am I going? I don't know. Okay, got some wood. Clay. And stone. I really need to get a crafting, like a DIY bench in my house. That'll make things so much easier. Alright, so we need the wood stakes. I think I only need one of them. I'm only gonna make one. Oh, I need 4, geez. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to close out of that. Let's craft, okay. Guess we gotta make 4 now. Okay, sweet. Now we can go and actually do the bridge. So that's pretty good. I will end up replacing this bridge later because I don't... Actually, you know what? I kind of want to keep it just to say it's the first bridge that we ever made. I don't know. Later I may end up replacing that bridge with one that I actually want. But for now, I think I'm just going to use it to go to the area that I want to place the museum. So basically, hold on, let me cut around this fence. So basically just straight up here in the center of this little doodad. Let me look at my map. Yeah, this will be good. I think I'm gonna go over to the right one. I still need to go over to the right. Oh, okay, yeah, that looks pretty dead center. Let me imagine it. Yeah, I like that. That looks cool. Okay. Sweet. If only all bridges were that easy to make. Alright, now that I have that going, maybe Daddy Nook will give us the plots that I would like to steal from him. Alright, sweet. We got 3 of them. He's so talkative. Oh, okay. We're getting some DIYs apparently. Okay, sweet. That's all I wanted from you, Daddy Nook. So now I'm just gonna run over here and get rid of the 2 center ones. And then see if the house will fit in here. They don't have to have giant yards because at the... Oh no, that doesn't... Hold on. Nope. The last island that I did, each person had a fairly decent sized yard. Oh look, that fits perfectly. I like that. Because it's like straight in the middle and I can always put something in like the front yard. Do I really want... You know what? I'm going to make it go back one. So hopefully it won't get rid of my fencing. I'll be kind of sad. I kind of like this. This is the spot. Please don't get rid of the fencing. Oh, I got rid of the fencing! Now we know. Man, I'm gonna have to place the fencing down again. I wonder if it put the fencing in the recycle box. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna test my theory. I'm gonna go check the recycle box and see if it got my fencing. Because if it just deleted the fencing, that'll kind of suck. Ah, I got my fencing, yay. That's really funny. Well, now we know. If it gets rid of something randomly, it will come here. So, I'm just gonna take a quick moment and go ahead and do the other houses that I would like to go ahead and place. So, also, it does seem like the map isn't quite the same as the actual island perimeters, which I knew would probably be happening. So I'm just gonna try to put down what I have on the map as best I can, and I may have to like adjust it a little bit. But I'm just gonna go around and place the rest of these lots. So I'll go ahead and do that. Houston, we have a small problem. This house is in the way. Okay, so, let's see. I'm trying to think of what we can do with the third house, since that house is in the way. I mean, we have more space than I thought we did down here. So technically we could do 2 rows of houses over here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Change up the planning a little bit. Since I made the top section even with the top part of the road, I'm gonna make the bottom section of houses even with the bottom part of the road. Actually, we are gonna have to build basically a little pathway to get to the houses whenever I get the dirt road fixed. Hold on, I'm gonna look at the dirt road that I have planned. It looks like it may be 2 pathway or 2 like squares, because it's like the road itself is 3 squares and the actual pathway may be 2, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna use the little, hold on, I got DIYs. I'm gonna use this little plaid as like a little marker at the very beginning to basically say like, hey, do this far back. Alright, so there's 2. And I'm gonna do a little test here to see if there's going to be enough room for another row of housing. So I'm gonna do that real quick. So, each of the bricks for the houses that I did up here are 8 wide by 8 deep. And right now I have this as 6, and we need enough way for the paths. So it looks like I'm going to have to get rid of this little plaid part here. And basically do this. And make it to where the dirt pathway will just go down in front of it. That's a shame. Oh well. At least we have enough room to do it all. So I'm just going to continue building this one last little house area. And then we can continue on with the placing of the house. And then seeing what else we need to do for today's episode. Alright, so now that we got that pretty much done, I think that will be enough for today's episode. I am going to talk to Sahara off screen so that way I can just see what she has. But other than that, I think we are pretty much done for today's episode. I will continue basically making the stuff for each individual house in the next episode. But other than that, I will see you guys later. Thank you all for watching this latest episode of Animal Crossing. I will definitely be posting more of this in the future, so if you're interested in seeing when I next post, follow me on Twitter and on Reddit, and then you can also like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and push the bell notification to be notified of when I post in the future. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the future.